Greetings, blessed love, welcome, wagwan, Tenestelin. Welcome to episode 8 of INI A Reason podcast. I'm your host, Miss Sinai Fleury, and as always, I'm joined in the studio by my wonderful co-host, Mr. Asher Heights.
Upful, cupful, blazing. Yeah, man, give thanks again, people. You don't know it got INI A Reason, but there again a reason again. Is it? Give thanks in life.
And as always, we've got lots of topics to be discussing this week. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening to us, who's been sharing our podcast and giving us feedback. If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at iniareason@gmail.com. That's iniareason@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias. So that's Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Just search for INI A Reason. And don't forget to use the hashtag INI Podcast for us to be able to get your comments. Also, we have a phone line if you wish to send texts and voice notes through. The number is +44 75 76 67 7477. All right, so Asher Heights, what's been going on? How are you?
Yes, I give thanks in life, you know. Yeah. I've been giving thanks and doing what I do best, music, you know. Yeah. Been in the studios, lining up the project, deciding whether I should release the album or the mixtape, you know, and also arranging a few ideas, brainstorming for the new video. But I can't do so much right now.
Okay,
understand?
So it's like works in progress.
Work is in progress, and we're getting progress, but I can't do stretch too much right now.
I understand that because sometimes you don't want to talk about everything until it's, signed, sealed and delivered.
Less talk and more action, you know?
Yeah, man, of course. So that's new music coming from Asher Heights real soon, and a new music video, did you say, yeah?
Yeah, we're working on a video right now as we speak, you know?
All right. Okay.
So always things on your side, always things on the other side.
Well, I'm not as famous as you.
Don't even try. This is Mount Zion, people. This is Mount Zion. Yeah, Mount Zion. I see him where we don't give thanks. Sinai Fleury.
All right.
Yeah.
So what have I been up to? Lots of journalism stuff because that's my profession. So I've been doing lots of journalism stuff. Black History Month is around the corner for October.
Sure.
So I'm currently working on a couple of projects. Like I can't really say much yet until everything's sealed up. But actually, I shouldn't say was because we're still in September.
Sure.
I'm in Pride magazine this month.
Yes,
I'm in Pride magazine.
Light us up.
Listen,
salute.
I'm so excited because I used to read Pride magazine as a young woman, in my late teens as well. Pride magazine's been around for 27 years in the UK. It's a black publication, and it's focused on black women, lifestyle. They cover everything from fashion, careers, health, relationships. It's like a really solid, rounded publication. And I've been reading this for years. I've even still got some of the old copies. And they were doing a feature about being black and vegan. And they were looking for people to interview and stuff. So I got in touch with the entertainment's editor and I said, listen, I've been vegan all my life because my family are Rastafarian. I was brought up in a Rasta household. I'm now still carrying on my life that way as an adult and with my own family. And she was really cool. She was like, oh my gosh, listen, we got to have you. It sounds so interesting. And I had an interview with her. And I must say, Nicole, big up yourself, Nicole Vassell. Amazing at what she does. I had a really good conversation with her. So if you want to go and read about my journey as a vegan and as a Rasta, you can pick up Pride magazine. It's in all good news agencies and all WH Smiths nationwide. And I'm on page 48 and the feature is called Black and Vegan More Than a Diet. So big up Pride magazine. CJ, we see you.
Salute.
And Nicole and the whole team.
Yeah, man. And remember, people, go and get a copy because it's still September, Zane.
Yeah.
Go and go buy a copy and support the vibes.
Yeah, so I was really pleased about that. I've got to pick up a copy for my mummy as well.
Man, a great accomplishment, man. And I love to see when time ones and ones step forward and do what they were called to do, what they were meant to do, what they were born to do, and don't sit down and waste. You understand? Yeah. Yes, people. Get up and do.
Yeah, I think for me, it was even more important because I was talking about something that I'm so passionate about, which is a vegan diet and you know, my Rasta faith, and to have that story put in a mainstream black women's magazine. You don't really see like Rasta women in black female magazines, so it was like a really good achievement for me, but not just for me, but I hope like other young Rasta girls, when they pick up Pride and they see me in there, they're gonna feel like, wow, I'm represented here.
Inspiration.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that was really important.
Yeah, man.
But while we're on the topics of being a Rasta, there's been loads of stuff going on lately. In London and
Babylon.
In the UK, well, Babylon, yeah. In regards to Rastas. So firstly, I want to big up Chickasee Flanders. He's a 12-year-old schoolboy. Well, he's now 13. And his mum, Tuesday Flanders. Now, this case happened last year, and it was about Chickasee attending the Fulham Boys' School in West London. And he was banned from school, saying that his dreadlocks, they were in breach of the uniform's appearance policy. Now, he was put in isolation and told he must cut his locks or he can't return to the school. And basically, it was complete uproar at the time. I remember thinking, like, how is his hair going to interfere with his schoolwork? And everybody's entitled to believe what they want to believe. And who are you to dictate somebody's religion and somebody's belief? But anyway, what happened now is the mum, Tuesday, the Empress Tuesday Flanders and Chickasee, they took them to court and said basically the demand was an attack on their Rastafarian religion, their way of life, and their culture. And we understand now they won this case, and the school have now had to overturn their decision saying he's banned. So they're now saying he can now return to school. Tuesday Flanders has decided not to send Chickasee back to that school. He started another school, and as far as I've heard from reports, is that he's very happy at his new school.
Yeah, man.
And he's allowed to have his natty.
Yes, I.
So,
discrimination.
I was like, what year is it? It's 2018, and we're still going on with this. But in other news as well, it doesn't just stop there. I want to big up Tuesday for pursuing it and taking it to court. Strong. And also for Chickasee, you know, because it must have been hard. A 12-year-old boy, you must have been feeling like
isolated.
So I want to big up the family and everyone who supported the family in that case. Actually, was going to do a new thing called Salute of the Episode or Salute of the Week, and our first ever Salute of the Week is going to go to Chickasee Flanders and Tuesday Flanders for winning their case against Fulham Boys School. Big up yourselves.
Blessings.
Right.
Salutation.
So, I mean, what do you make of that? I know you went to school in Jamaica. Did you ever hear stories of Rasta children not being allowed to have dreadlocks in school in Jamaica? Was that something that happened?
You know, I personally never really hear of no cases personally myself, but
I don't think that could have gone on in Jamaica.
I don't think them fight as much in Jamaica as probably outwards in the world, because I've seen Rasta youths going to school in Jamaica growing up. You know what I mean? So I've never really heard no stories about man trim because him can't go to school and way. So I can't really say that.
Yeah.
But being in England, I've seen a few cases where this one included, where they might try, you know what I mean, stop ones and ones from getting that access because of them hairstyle.
Yeah.
And them culture and them religion and all that. This is rubbish.
Yeah.
You see what I say? One shouldn't be turned away and be picked on and discriminated because of them hair, them colour, and where them come from, them culture. Nah.
And their religious beliefs.
It's
ridiculous.
That's rubbish.
It's ridiculous. And I mean, I know that case is sort of like coming to a close now because they've won it. But then it was like in the same week of hearing that good news that I heard about a Rastafarian bus driver is now being banned from wearing a headscarf with the religious colours, which are red, gold and green. And this is Empress Marcia Carty, and she's been working with a company called Metroline for 11 years. And basically, she's been working in London and has been banned from wearing red, gold and green headscarf while at work. And she's basically described it as disappointing and discriminatory. She's worked for the company for 11 years and has been told to stop wearing her red, gold and green turban.
Now, what has red, yellow, or red, gold and green got to do with her driving and being a driver for so long?
Yeah.
It hasn't caused nothing to do with her capability or driving the
to
train.
do your job.
You understand? But yet still, all of a sudden, all these years later, them want to come tell us, say, you can't wear that.
You can't wear those colours.
Nah, them people are just some, you know, are just some make up rules as them go along people. As me I say, some people just want to find something for pick pan. You know what I say? Yeah, them love the whole idea of control. When them can control whether you get a paycheck or you don't get a paycheck. You get me I say? It's a joke thing, star.
Yeah.
It's a big time
I mean,
joke
I know there's a petition going around for this. Last time I checked, it was up to about 5,000 people had signed a petition in support of Marcia.
Of course.
So that she's able to return to work and wear her Rasta colours on her headscarf. So
yeah, of course.
we'll be following this case very closely.
If you can't wear red, gold and green, or red, yellow and green, or red, black and green on your headscarf, on your clothes, on your shoes, on your jacket, if you don't have that right for wear a free colour or a combination of colours, if you don't have that right, then what kind of right you really have?
Yeah, because it's kind of like your identity.
Of course.
As a Rasta, this is the thing. A lot of people are online saying, "Oh, it's only a headscarf. She should just wear black, or she should just wear a blue one with the uniform and stuff." That's very easy for people to say from their point of view. But when you are living that life and you are a Rasta, wearing a red, gold, and green thing, like I've got red, gold, and green on right now, and I'm not even. It wasn't something I picked. Oh, I'm gonna wear this today. It's just like something you have to wear. You have to represent. You have to feel like connected to your roots and your culture. That's one of the fundamental parts of being a Rasta, is that you love your roots and culture, and you won't turn it away from nobody. Turn it down or push it away for anybody.
No, why not?
But I know when I was working in a couple of places, I'm not gonna call out no company names, but one of my first jobs where I worked, and there was me and there was a young Rasta man who worked there as well. And this company didn't have a problem. They didn't have a problem with us having dreadlocks. I wear a headscarf. And I worked in the bakery of this department. And they didn't have a problem with me wearing a headscarf. They didn't have a problem with me wearing red, gold and green, say rings. But obviously if I'm baking, I had to take them off, which was standard procedure, hygienic procedure for everybody. But they wouldn't come and tell me if I wasn't baking, you can't wear those colours. But I was very fortunate, probably because I'm in London or where this company was, that I didn't ever get that put to me. That's not to say it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? And as I've progressed through my career in journalism, I've been quite fortunate that people that I've worked with have been quite accepting. But that's not to say that there's not other Rastas who are working in hostile environments, and they're not facing things like, you shouldn't wear that, can you take that off please? Do you know what I mean? I know you used to do some work in construction. Like, did you ever have that issue where it would be like, okay, Asher Heights, you can't have a beard? I know there was some issues about beards at one point, but this was to do with the Sikh community. Not so, they wasn't really highlighting, Rasta men on building sites. But have you ever faced anything like that? Like, you can't have dreadlocks, or how you must tie up your hair or anything like that?
Well, speaking of that, I'm recently went to a vibe myself on site, because different from the music and different from what I'm do, the creative things I do, I'm also work on sites time to time, and I wear a turban, as most people who know I wear a turban. You get me? I say. And recently I was told that I can't wear the turban on site because only the Sikh community has gained the right to wear a turban on site. But then at first it seems at first like it was discriminative to me at first, it's like discriminating, and then more I look into it, it's like it's not really discriminative, because it's more to do with your health.
Okay.
You know what I say? So it's like, alright, now the reason why the Sikhs are able to wear their turban is because they can put a metal plate on top of their head, because their turban tie different from the Rasta turban.
Okay.
So they have a metal plate where they put over the top of their head and wrap their turban over it.
On top of it.
So they still have a defense mechanism where if something should fall from a height, which it does very frequently on sites, you see me I say, so that can protect them from getting them skulls smashed in or them kind of dangerous kind of injury and them kind of thing there. You see me? So when it was explained to me thoroughly in them kind of details there, then I kind of still like, okay.
It's like a health and safety
issue. It's like a health and safety issue. It's nothing to do with, okay, colours or, you know what I mean? Wait, no. You know, because you can still wear Rasta colour same when them can't say nothing to you. You see me I say? But wearing a turban, I don't see where I can put an iron plate in my turban because my turban tie different. But I can see where they can do it because they want tie from both angles and there's a level surface on top. You see me? So they can put it on the level surface and wrap it over. So it's different for them. So yeah, I can see that. So speaking of that, at first I thought it was discriminating. At first, because I said, yo, pick pan it. But then said, well, I sit down and pretend and say, what on there? As much as I have long dreadlocks and my turban tie up and thing, yeah, that's kind of cushiony, but cushiony to what extent?
Is it going to protect you from falling bricks?
No, that's not going to stop something that's very solid from boring through. So when I think about it, I say, boy, you know, I can't get this thing cloudy, I get this thing confused. I have to actually deal with it for what it is. And for I'm on safety and I'm on well-being, it better if I'm on just wear what them require and what is standard, industry standard.
You're still able to cover your hair.
Still cover my ear from dust and from debris and all them things, but at the same time.
And for your religious.
And for covering my ear and keep my ear sacred to I am and self and family. At the same time, I'm still protected from any kind of falling debris or any kind of thing that's swinging or dropping from wherever. And you know what I say? Yeah. So in that sense, I get an overstanding, I get a clarity and insight, and my overs the vibes basically. So it's nothing to do with that as I thought it was.
Yeah.
So I give thanks same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was doing a little bit of research. That's quite interesting what you're saying, especially in regards to the Sikhs. Like, I didn't even know they put metal plates in their turbans, but that's really good to know. But I was doing a little bit of research, and what I found out is that, you know, these cases are not completely new in the UK. I think the first one was with a man called Trevor Dawkins, and he was refused a job as a van driver because he was Rasta and had dreadlocks, and that was back in 1993. So if you think from 1993 up to 2018, where we're having these cases with Chickasee and with Empress Marcia, I'm like, have we really moved forward? Are we really so, you know, inclusive and, you know, happy for diversity and all these buzzwords which everybody's talking about at the moment? Does it really apply if we're still having these issues where a 12-year-old boy is being placed in isolation because he's a Rasta and because he has dreadlocks and he's being told to cut his hair? Like, I don't understand where the progress is. But like I said, we'll be following Marcia's case. The petition is going around, I think, via WhatsApp. And if you type in her name, you'll get the story come up on the internet, and it will give you the link. If you haven't signed the petition, you can sign it. So her name is Marcia Carty. Or if you type in Rastafarian bus driver banned from wearing headscarf in religious colours, you will also get the story. So that is that news.
Before you move on, on the next topic there, let me just squeeze in a piece quickly and swiftly, because you know I say I'm on listen to Dr. Umar on a regular.
Oh yeah,
and he'll be coming to the UK soon, people, so check it out, you know. Him and the great Muta Baruka are forward soon, so get the tickets and let's look out for that one, the Zane. Yeah, but differently, him have a favourite saying where him say, the illusion of inclusion. And I feel like the Western world give I and I Africans the illusion of inclusion, and enough of us buy into it. And what kind of wake us up is from time to time they show signs and show
that we're not
symbols
really included.
That you're not really included, but you can still hold on the illusion if you want to hold on the same way. But them give you look a wake up call, look a, you know what I mean? I mean, what you're saying there, I think there's like definitely some truth in it, because I know from talking to lots of people, just in general,
they feel like when they turn on their TVs, for example, they feel like, okay, they might see a one black face in EastEnders, or a one black character in Coronation Street, or a one black woman on Loose Women, and then they'll feel like, okay, there's one, we've made it. But then there'll be things happening where, for example, with the Windrush scandal, that should have never happened. Like, are we really included?
Grenfell, that should never happen.
Like, so many things, like, should have never happened.
Yeah, I mean.
But yet still, I think it's a case of, oh, it looks good, like, on TV, or...
Flint should have never happened.
When we have these big events, things, it's like, okay, we've got to make sure it looks diverse. But then, in reality, it's not really that diverse. I'm still waiting for EastEnders to have a Somali family, because it's supposed to be in London.
Representing what's happening in England right now.
And I'm like, okay, where's the Somali family? There's a huge Somali community in London, but yet still... They're not represented on these shows. And
whenever they represent us, it's always, we're always in a bad light.
Yeah, we're always negative. We're always... Anyway,
move on. Next topic.
Let's talk Buju Banton. Let's pick up the vibes a bit, man. So, I got a really interesting email this week from Buju's PR team. Very, very excited to say that Buju Banton has announced the summer tour for next year.
What?
So it's called the Long Walk to Freedom Tour, and it starts off in summer 2019. I don't have any further details as of yet, but it's all been announced. It's on his social media and stuff. So he's announced the name and the year and the season. We haven't got dates and we haven't got cities or countries yet, but we're hoping there'll be a London date. If not, boy, I have to just fly to Jam Down.
Yeah, man. Anyway, they have a reach, you know.
Yeah, and in regards to Buju as well, remember we was doing the countdown clock. We're going to be letting everybody know, because Buju's going to be released on what date, Asha?
But I'm on Earth Strong, the greater December is, man, I said 2018, is it?
Yep, and according to the countdown clock on bujubanton.com, Buju's got 2 months, 2 weeks and 6 days to go. So all Buju Banton fans, he's coming, it's soon. 2 months, 2 weeks and 6 days to go. So that's Buju Banton. Now, while we're on the top of Jamaica and Buju Banton, I need to talk about this real quick. These film directors, I'm talking to you now, film directors, TV casting people, when you are casting, or you have a West Indian character, it could be a Jamaican character, it could be a Trini character, it could be a Bajan character, a Grenadian character, a Haitian character, Vincentian character, please can you cast somebody from that island to get the accent right and proper and authentic and true to that Caribbean island, please.
Lighters.
Do you know what they were showing the other day? How Stella got her groove back. That was on TV. I don't know if you remember that, with Angela Bassett and the young supposedly Jamaican character, and it was played by an African American actor, Tay Diggs, and I was just like, this was really a film. They actually released this in the cinema. You know, when you haven't seen a film for so long, you kind of forget how good or how bad it was. And the concept was great, the storyline was great, but then there comes Tay Diggs with his fake Jamaican accent, and I was just like, why are they still doing this? And years later, huge fan of Luke Cage, love Luke Cage, but the Jamaican characters in that with the fake Jamaican accents, I'm like, why can't they just cast Jamaican or Caribbean, whoever? If you're casting a Caribbean character, or specifically if they're Jamaican or whatever island they're from, find an actor from that island to fulfill that role. Simple. To get it right. Yeah. We don't want to be hearing all this man and Irie man. Look at Cool Runnings. The 4 Jamaican Sanka, you dead? Man. It's a joke thing. It's a joke thing. And I'm not even Jamaican, but I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
They're taking a piss.
I'm frustrated. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, come on.
There is so much Jamaican actors right now. You know, you have enough aspiring Jamaican actors right now, worldwide. You see me I say? And even those prominent ones have been around for a while in Jamaica. You cannot make a phone call. Yeah. You see me I say? Make a phone call, send an email or something, and get the ones involved in the thing, and get the real authentic vibes.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I say, keep it real. If you want to depict Jamaica, get a Jamaican. Simple.
Yeah,
makes sense, no?
Yeah, not all this fake stuff. I don't like it, and I think it's an insult to.
Yeah, it is.
Like people who are from that place, like, right, is that how we sound? It's almost mimicking. Whereas I think if you get an authentic Caribbean person to play that role, it wouldn't be mimic. It wouldn't be mimicking because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, no offense to the actors and everybody behind, say, Cool Runnings. I understand it was just a family-friendly film, but they could have been, at least two of the guys could have been real Jamaicans.
Of course.
Like, you know, with real authentic accents.
Of course.
Rather than this put on, this show. And then it kind of makes you feel like, okay, so are you telling me that Americans can play anybody they want? We can play Jamaicans, we can play Trinidadians, we can play Grenadians, we can play the Guyanese, we can play Africans, we can play Nigerians, South Africans if we want. But then if we was to put on like fake accents and be like, yeah, homie, they would find it offensive. No, they would find it offensive. And I can't even do it properly. And I'm not saying that to be taking the mick out of our African American brothers and sisters. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying if we was to do it, they would find it offensive. But I don't know. They just need to get the casting right. That's what I'm thinking. Just cast people for the right roles.
Of course. Yeah.
If you want it to be believable and real, we want realness.
Yeah, if you're going to do something, let's do it right, star.
Yeah.
Let's do it right.
Yeah, I think there's been too much of that, man. Too much of yeah man. Like, too much of it. Too much. And then when you go to Jamaica, no one even says yeah man. No one even says it.
I even know, you see, yeah man kind of come out without you even think about it. There's no emphasis on yeah man. Just come out like that.
Yeah.
So you come out probably in between the real words. You see what I say? Yeah.
But it's like the language has changed. They don't really even say yeah man that much. It's like, wow, go on, my G. Like, they got different lingua. Different words now.
You keep on turning over, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. But, yeah. But that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yes, producers, directors, get yourself.
Asher Heights is available.
You don't know, just reach out. RYR, you see? Righteous Youth Records, no? Yeah, just reach out.
Yeah, man. All right. So I just said yeah, man, but I'm saying yeah, man, as in a London person. Yeah, man.
It does come out that way, don't it?
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to reggae news. So I've already spoken about Buju. Also, Jahmiel, actually.
Yeah.
Jahmiel's announced that he's releasing his debut album. That's going to come out in the first quarter of 2019. So we got a new album, but I'm saying a debut album from Jahmiel's coming out the first quarter of 2019. It should be a good one. Rumours are it's called Great Man. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. I like Jahmiel. He's a great artist.
Yeah, Jahmiel is very talented, and in performance and studios is like, there's no difference, you know. In Guinea studio and Guinea on the stage, see him, a good vibe, that, you know. Yeah, and
considering he's so young as well, I feel like he's got great potential. I saw him at Rebel Salute actually earlier this year.
Good energy.
And yeah, man, his performance, I was like quite surprised. I was like, he's quite young, but these young artists are doing it at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Some good work are going right now, you know.
Yeah.
Good work.
And speaking of another young artist who's making waves, Chronix is coming to London. So I got my tickets. Tickets are forward. So Chronix is coming. He's doing a concert in Alexandria Palace. That's on the 11th of November. He's coming with Protégé, so it should be a good one. I remember seeing them both at Brixton. So whoever was at Brixton a few years back where Chronix was the headline, and we didn't know Protégé, sorry, I'm thinking Mobb Deep, excuse me, Protégé. We didn't know he was there, and then he kind of like just jumped out when he was doing Who Knows? And the place went crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it should be a good one. Get your tickets are on sale for Chronix alongside Protégé on the 11th of November, Alexandria Palace. It's going to be a night to remember.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna forward straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, man. I have to be there. I'm gonna listen when it's Skanking Sweet. When that drops, sorry, when Skanking Sweet, I'm just gonna be in a vibe.
Straight.
That's a big tune.
Big tune.
Yeah, so big up Chronix and Jahmiel doing big things, waving the flag for reggae music for the younger generation.
True.
What else have you got for reggae music news? You're telling me someone's retiring.
Yeah, before I touch upon the retiring part, I shout out the youth of them calling me Massacre. I go on good for the dancehall scene. Yeah, that originally I go on good, you know. Talented youth scene where I come do some great work at dancehall. You see me I say? Yeah. And recently he was on a UK US kind of like, promoting this thing on the big networks and good vibe, like we said that, Yeah, on the retiring part now, dancehall scene same way. A sister named Tifa.
Okay.
Yeah, Tifa. Yeah, dancehall sister in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's in talks or in thoughts of retiring. And,
okay, why's she retiring?
I think she's kind of fed up with the politics in the business. Not the nice, pretty side where we see, on the outside, but like the beside the scenes where nobody now see camera now see people put them good foot forward, right? Yeah, so when them see next foot now, you see next foot now, and you see the next side now, and it's not really pretty. From what she has said, not really pretty, and she's been bearing it for over 10 years now, and she's had enough basically, and you know what I mean, she wants to just live her life and do her thing how she wants to do it without all this unnecessary weight from wicked people and evil people and the industry and the bad vibes basically, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like a tricky one when it comes to like the entertainment industry, because it's like we only see like probably a small portion of what actually goes on.
Yeah, man.
Like as somebody who's interviewed like many artists and stuff, even when you do interviews they'll tell you stuff and they'll be like, look, don't include that because if you do I'll probably be blacklisted. Sure. Or don't put that in because I don't want to upset the industry or so I think there's like loads of stuff that goes on, but I suppose it's her choice. It's at the end of the day it's what makes you happy, and if she's no longer happy doing that, then if where you find joy in your passion is and where your art is, and you find say it's not the same as it was, and it's not the same feeling you're getting from the thing where you love so much, then maybe it's in our best interest or anyone's best interest for kind of take a little time out for yourself, hold some solace, time away, meditate, and maybe in time to come she will find that energy again, that zest again, where feel like she said boy she want to write and sing and do her thing, you know what I mean? Everyone deserve a time to live. Yeah. It's me I say, cause this is life. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not about just studio and stage show and everything. It's about this is life. You have to live too, so make sure do her thing, Tifa. The most I God, give thanks to life as it.
Yeah, definitely. We wish you well on your early retirement, whatever you decide to do. So I think that goes with any industry though that you work in. Sometimes you just need a break. No, seriously, sometimes you just want to do nothing. And that's not even saying like, oh, you want to just sit at home and watch telly and be a bum. But it's pressurizing out there, no matter what industry you're in, whether you're working in a supermarket or whether you're doing some high intense banking job or you're a teacher or you work on a building site or you work in an office. No matter what you're doing, sometimes you want to just take a break from it. And I feel like that's important as well, so that you are able to recharge, refocus, re-energize, and then you can go back and give your all again to the job. We're only human. I think people are getting things confused. Like, we're not machines.
True.
We need to take a break. And taking a break don't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you've given up. No, you've taken a break, recharge, so that you can come back and live to fight again.
True. You get the break, but you have to take a break before you break.
Yeah, well, hear the artist coming with the lyrics then. That's a tune there, Asha. That tune can go on. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. You have to. You have to. It's not all this team no sleep and let's keep going and I grind 24 hours a day. Like, who works 24 hours a day? You got to have a rest sometimes.
True.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So while we're on music news as well, I just wanted to give a shout out to Style OG. There was an award show that happened in the UK here called the Rated Awards, and that awards people within the grime and UK black UK urban scene. Well, I shouldn't say urban, I don't like that word, but black music scene.
Yes, I.
And Style OG put a post up and then he deleted it, but people was able to, this day and age you can delete something, but it's always on the internet. So people were able to find this thing that he deleted, and he was just basically criticizing, I wouldn't say criticizing, but he was airing his view on the Rated Awards, saying, he feels that you know, the artists of a Caribbean background were not awarded, even some who have been doing really well. And he feels like it's a thing where, is it, you know, because the founder of these awards is from an African background, you know, he was highlighting that fact. Is it a case of, you know, this award show is only going to support African diaspora artists? And, you know, he deleted it afterwards, and he named a few artists, so like Chipmunk, Steph London, and a few other artists within the scene who are from Caribbean or Jamaican background. And he felt like they'd been sidelined, and he said, oh, don't worry, my people, I got you. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what Stylo G is going to come back and do. Is he going to create his own award show that supports reggae and dancehall artists? That would be interesting to see. That's something I'm passionate about, that I've always said, is that every year when it comes to the MOBO Awards, we've touched on this briefly, I think, on previous episodes of the podcast. When it comes to the MOBO Awards and they say best reggae category, they lump dancehall in there, they lump reggae together, they lump even, I think, soca at one point. They had a soca artist in there, and they just don't seem to get it right. And I feel like the only way we can solve this problem of people not fully understanding Caribbean music or artists of a Caribbean background who are doing Caribbean inspired music is that we create our own thing, and we do it ourselves, and we do it in a way where everybody will be acknowledged.
Of course.
Whether you're doing reggae, there'll be a reggae category. Whether you're doing dancehall, there'll be a dancehall category. Do you do soca, you'll be acknowledged. Do you do calypso, you'll be acknowledged. Do you play steel pans, you'll be acknowledged. I feel like there needs to be a show like that.
Producers.
Yeah, and I feel like even for UK, there could be a UK section category.
DJs and all,
you know, where you're not going to be leaving out the Steph Londons, or you're not going to be leaving out the Chips, or, you know what I mean? But I feel like Stylo G had some points, valid points in his argument. I felt like he was just frustrated, and probably the way that he presented it, a lot of people just thought he was, well, what they like to call you, what they like to call you on the internet. Anytime you have an opinion, you're called a hater. But big up Stylo G for coming out and speaking your mind, because that's what you have a mouth for, isn't it? Or in this case, that's what you have fingers for, to type.
Straight.
You know, and get your message out there. And according to the comments, a lot of people did agree with him as well.
Yeah, man, I've added the points like that, man.
Yeah, but you know, this isn't no kind of shade or not, and you know, big up Posty and the people who behind the Rated Awards as well. It's a platform that's needed for the UK grime scene.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, they seem to be doing a good job, and we're looking forward to Stylo G's award show if that's what he's going to be doing. Yeah,
or any other black entrepreneur, African entrepreneur, Caribbean entrepreneur out there where see the opportunity and know, say, seizing the moment, you know what I mean? There's so much we could do. We're so talented. And before we sign out, Rihanna's reggae album has been bubbling. People are speaking little bits and bobs, but there are rumours. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but I was hearing rumours that maybe there might be a really big Jamaican artist on there. I don't know if it's a collab, I don't know, but I can't say anything because it's rumours. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but it's exciting. And yeah, look forward to hearing that. So that's episode 8. You got anything else you want to add? Apart from people, look out for the mixtape, Upful King.
Upful King.
Yeah, and look out for the video. You know what I say? Tradinger Road. That's what I say. And just keep on supporting reggae music. Keep on supporting those at home and us abroad, and keep on supporting real music and authentic music. You get me, I say? Yeah, and keep it clean and upfront. Of course. Blazing. Yeah, man. So thank you for listening. That was episode 8, or as Asha Height says, episode great. Okay, I'm on a great man. Great. Episode great of I and I A Reason with me, Sinai Flary. And as always, I'm joined by the wonderful and charismatic Mr. Asha Heights. Blazing. Yeah, and don't forget, if you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at iniareason@gmail.com. That's iniareason@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Just search INI A Reason Podcast, and also on YouTube. Don't forget to use the hashtag INI Podcast for us to pick up your comments. Until next week. Strong it up. Next strong. You don't have to get to learn when we're changing the words. This is a Rasta thing now. You know what I mean? People be like, what? Next strong? Great. What? This is episode great? What are they talking about? Listen, this is a Rasta thing. We change up the language because some of the language, you know, it's
it's not
shabby,
right.
You know?
Yes, it's shabby. It's not right. So yeah, until next strong, we wish you nothing but love, peace, happiness, good health, good strength, good vibes. We love you guys for listening, and we will see you next strong. One love, one aim, one destiny. Rastafari. I'm Sinai Flary. He's Asha to the
It's up for
together. This is I and I a Reason podcast.
Yes,
Blessed love.
Blessed love.